Hello guys, welcome to our channel Hustlers Gen, and I am Arka Datta from IIT Guwahati, and this video is going to be super useful for all those JEE aspirants who will be appearing this year. I can't stress upon how important this is going to be. There are a few mistakes I made during the examination that made me lose a seat in IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi. The branches I deserved, I wanted to get. I missed out on those because of the mistakes, and I want to share it with you so that you can take lessons from it, you can learn from it, and change the way you would be attempting the JEE Advanced paper. So yeah, before I get started with this video, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you receive notifications for every new video we release. And before I starting with this video, also I'd like you to check out on two videos. If you don't have time for the others, at least the two videos I would highly recommend for you, because the contents I've shared in this video, if anybody would have told me before before like 21 days or 20 days, I would have been really grateful to that person. So I think it will be really useful for you. So the first video is on Eigenhower's matrix. You can search it out on the YouTube, like write Eigenhower's matrix Hustlers, then you would be getting that. And another is the last video I made. It's totally about the mindset you should have. What are the do's and don'ts before the examination? What should be your exam psychology? It's a must, I will say. It will help you to reduce all the mistakes that you would probably make in the last few days. And it's never too late, guys. It's never too late to come up with something good and better yourself. So starting with this video, uh, when you are attempting JEE Advanced examination, you should keep in mind that both these slots are equally important. It's not like how well you perform in the first slot or how well you perform in the second slot. What really matters is that what is your cumulative performance. So because both of them really matter, you should not be bothered about whether one slot went really didn't go as per planned. So what I'm stressing is that when you give the first examination, see, JEE Advanced throws to you challenges, throws to you surprises, and I would not be really surprised if they come up with another tough paper, tougher than the last year. At that, what will happen is that after you give the examination, you may not feel as much satisfied, as much confident when you first attempted your attempted your first paper. Like it happened with me as well. I sat with a very positive mindset. I was really confident that I'd be scoring really well. But after the first exam, I wasn't feeling that much relaxed, or I wasn't confident of getting a very good rank in JEE Advanced, just because I thought I screwed up the paper. But what happened was that the paper itself was difficult. It was difficult for all, so everybody would be getting less marks. Now the problem is that some people who are mentally weak, or they end up taking a lot of stress. It happened with me. My head was paining. I wasn't being able to concentrate that I have to sit for another paper. My body, my mind wasn't ready for another paper, and that really made me change all the plans I had for the examination. Like I decided a few rules. I won't be attempting too many questions. I'll be focusing on the things I know. I'll be doing that right, and then I'll be moving to the difficult questions. Go by these sections. I see. I have made a lot of plans before the examination, which I more or less executed in the first examination. So it was good. Means according to my rank, the first paper was much good, but the next paper I screwed it up. Why I screwed it up? Because I wasn't being able to maintain the composure and think with a rational mind. What I thought is that I have to attempt all the question answers in the second slot because I screwed up the first one. So that is one thing you should remember, that however worse you feel after the first slot, whatever mindset you had in the first examination, you should carry forward in the second examination. This is one of the mistakes that many people make, and their scores are not that much good in the second attempt. Is just because they don't face the situation. Like when you really give the first examination and the stress you have, you see so many competitors you have, you think I have screwed my paper, what will happen to me, I won't get a good college, and all these things when come to your mind, these things you do not experience at home or in your mock test. These things are totally new to you, and it will be new to you, every one of you. So it's very important to keep in mind that when you give the first examination, delete it totally from your mind and focus on the second examination. Whatever strategy you made before, you should stick to that and try to follow that as well as possible. And another thing, I think the biggest mistake I made was that, yeah, as I was telling, when I was attempting the second paper, I thought I would be attempting all the questions, and like even those questions I wasn't sure of, I tried to mark a few options just for partial marking, or even some questions which I could solve partially, but I tried to get full marks out of that. And now what happened was that most of those questions went wrong, and because of that, I got a lot of negative marking. As I said, one of my very close friends, he and I, like we scored more or less the same amount of positive marks, but I really suffered on the negative marks, around 20 marks extra. I had incurred negative, and that's why my rank was around 500 less than that guy. So it was really painful because you see, the number of right questions were same. So I could have really got a seat in IIT Bombay and all, get a branch I deserve or I wanted to get from very long time, but that could not happen just because of the negative mistakes and negative marking that I had got. So that is one thing you should keep in mind, that you should not attempt more than you really know. That really works in JEE mains, but in JEE Advanced, it's more of how many right questions you solve. It's not about how many questions you solve. So it's one thing you should remember. And second thing you should remember is that you should take proper rest between the examinations. If possible, visit your center before and see if you can really find any hotel or something, like rest for at least half an hour. You should cool your mind. You should have like 30 minutes sleep at that time is very very essential. So you should feel relaxed, like you felt for your first examination. That's all I want to say, because if you stay in the crowd, there will be people discussing questions. You'd be searching out answers. There will be questions that you marked, you'd be doubting, like it would be A or C, and at last you would mark one of them and to check whether it was correct. And if it goes wrong, you really feel bad, and such experience should not occur. Don't discuss the paper with anyone, not even your parents. Just say, yeah, I had a good examination, but nothing more to say. Just talk to you, just calm your mind. Don't take any inputs from anybody. Don't call your friends and ask them how they performed. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you should give your best in the second slot. So this is all from this video. If you learned something, comment down below. And if you have any questions left regarding, like I have tried to cover those questions in my previous videos, you can check those out. But if you have any questions left, do let me know. I will be trying to answer it as fast as possible. And like this video and share this video with your friends. And bye bye, take care.